The 2015 Infiniti Q40. The Q40 is an entry-level, luxury four-door sports sedan, and while the nameplate is a brand new addition to the Infiniti lineup, the car underneath it is actually 9 years old. That's because the Q40 is a rebadged, fourth-generation G37 sedan, a move that standardizes the vehicle under Infiniti's new naming structure. Originally slated for replacement by the Q50, the Q40 has been retained due to popular demand. It's one of Infiniti's best sellers, and it slots nicely between the larger Q50 and compact Q30 hatchback crossover. So, what is it about this car that made Nissan's premium division keep it around for one more year? Briefly summarized, it sacrifices small levels of refinement for a bargain price, heaps of features, and top-segment performance. It might be difficult to make something this dated look like a challenger to the throngs of newer cars competing in the mid-$30,000 luxury sedan segment, but somehow, Infiniti has pulled it off. There are a few nitpickings along the way, but the Q40 has it where it counts. The engine is powerful, the chassis handles well, the requisite tech is present and accounted for, and the interior is pleasantly appointed. If you simply can't wait to see what Infiniti has lined up for next year, the Q40 makes for a smart choice. It's a tried-and-true platform with a history of satisfied customers. Click past the jump to read more about the 2015 Infiniti Q40. Exterior. Let's start first with the bad. The Q40 is only available in 4 different color choices. Black and white are 2 of them, while 2 shades of gray are stuck in between. The styling is, in a word, unique. Definitely not an award winner in terms of mass appeal, but certainly a standout among the sea of German counterparts you'll find on the road. We think it's a look that grows on you, with nice proportions and arched lines. Standard equipment includes 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels, HID xenon headlights, fog lamps, powered and heated side mirrors, and chrome dual exhaust tips. Optional equipment includes a rear deck spoiler, front lip spoiler, a midnight black grille, and LED daytime running lights. Everything you'd expect in an entry-level luxury sedan is included, and we doubt you'll feel left behind by the Bavarians. However, if feelings of inadequacy do somehow creep in, feel free to skip to the drivetrain segment below. Exterior dimensions. Interior. The biggest complaint you'll have sitting in the cabin of the Q40 is increased road noise, a bit more thrash from the drivetrain, and a slight harshness to the suspension. If you're looking for the ultimate in traveling comfort, the Q40 is probably not the best pick. There are several other makes offering much higher levels of refinement. That being said, the Q40 is still a wash in luxury. Standard equipment includes leather upholstery, heated seats, aluminum trim, a 6-speaker audio system with AM, FM, CD and MP3 playback plus speed-sensitive volume control, USB connectivity for mobile devices, SiriusXM satellite radio, Bluetooth hands-free calling, and a 7-inch color display. There are 2 optional packages to choose from, including a tinted moonroof for $1,000, and the Navigation Plus package for $2,900. The latter includes touchscreen navigation, voice command, live traffic and weather reports, a rearview monitor, and a premium Bose 10-speaker sound system with 10-inch subs. There are also several standard electric safety acronyms, like ABS anti-lock braking system, TCS traction control system, TPMS tire pressure monitoring system, and VDC vehicle dynamics control. Interior dimensions. Drivetrain. The best part of the Q40 lies under the hood, where a 3.7-liter V6 churns out 328 horsepower and 269 pound-feet of torque. Known as the VQ37 VHR, this engine is an oldie but a goodie, finding its way into no less than 20 different Infiniti and Nissan models over the years. Rear-wheel drive is standard, but for an extra $1,600, you can opt for the Q40 AWD. Both models come with a 7-speed automatic transmission, which is programmed with adaptive shift styles to fit your driving habits. Alternatively, you can select your own gears with a nudge of the selector. Unfortunately, there's no option for a manual and clutch pedal, which is a real shame considering the great engine you get to rev. Since the car is basically unchanged from the G37, performance numbers will probably look like 5.5 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour, and a top speed of 150 miles per hour. Throw in a lively suspension and chassis setup, and the Q40 looks ready to play. Mileage isn't great, with the rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive models clocking in at 19 mpg city, 27 mpg highway and 18 mpg city, 25 mpg highway, respectively. But if saving fuel was your aim, you should probably just go buy a Prius or something. Drivetrain specifications. Prices. The Q40 starts at $33,950 for the rear-wheel drive model and $35,550 for the all-wheel drive model. That includes a lot of nice equipment, stuff that costs several thousand more coming from similarly appointed rivals. Even the upgrade packages on this sedan are reasonably priced. If you're trying to make your dollar really stretch for the luxury segment, the Infiniti dealership might be the best place to start. Competitors. Mercedes CLA. Commonly referred to as the Baby CLS, the CLA features a swept look, four-door coupe exterior, with prominent lines that lead the eye straight along the car's flanks, all the way back to a pert rear which lends a decisively sporty feeling to the whole shebang. We think it looks downright gorgeous. Prices start at only $31,500, but if you want stuff like xenon headlights, aluminum trim, or Sirius XM radio, it's going to cost you. A turbocharged 2.0-liter, four-cylinder motor with 208 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque makes for rather anemic performance figures, with 6.5 seconds needed to reach 60 miles per hour. If you're going to splurge, you might as well spring for the more aggressive AMG model, which bumps output to a far more impressive 355 horses. BMW 320i. This bimmer starts at $32,950, but as anyone who actually owns a new BMW will tell you, that just gets you some wheels and a few doors. It'll take a good deal more to get a vehicle worthy of the badge. Still, the base 320i is far from awful. You get 180 horsepower and 200 pound-feet of torque from a 2.0-liter four-banger, with the 0 to 60 run achieved in around 6.7 seconds. The chassis and suspension are world-class, which should make canyon carving a thrill. However, the same problem you get with the Merc is present here as well. Any decent kit is going to cost you. The suspension might be incredibly well refined, and the cabin is quieter, but it's still hard to justify over the Infiniti. Conclusion. The Q40 is a cheap, entry-level luxury sports sedan, and while it's not as refined as what you get from the Germans, it is a good deal quicker and better equipped. At the end of the day, all it really comes down to is priorities. If you want something that looks good on a Saturday night out, get the Mercedes. If you want something that can cruise the highway for hours on end without breaking a sweat, get the BMW. If you want something that will save your bank account and crush at the stoplight drags, get the Infiniti. Love it powerful and fast for the segment, great price tag, solid interior. Leave it older platform about to get the boot, a bit harsh for a luxury ride, no manual option, literal lack of color for the paint choices.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.